Where'd you get it?
I took a walk during my lunch hour.
You've been taking a lot of walks lately. That's the second new dress this week.
Yes, well, I just like to brighten up the office once in a while. So what's new around here in the way of plays, snakes, ballet dancing, and fireworks? Dad, I bet you've been down in the cellar all day.
Huh?
I'm going back to the war play, Alex.
Really, Mother?
Oh, Ed, play Alice that new Beethoven thing you wrote.
You know, I just learned this today. You can send a letter all the way from Nicaragua now to Chief Pesetas.
Really?
Kenneth, my virginity is a priceless thing to me.
Listen, people, listen. I'm not staying for dinner. A young gentleman is calling for me. Well, I did everything possible to keep him from coming here, but he's calling for me.
Why don't you go stay for dinner?
No. I've tried to prepare him a little, but I want him to take you in easy doses. So don't bring him any place, Mother. And don't let a snake bite him, Grandpa, because I like him. And I wouldn't dance for him, Essie, because we're going to the Monte Carlo Ballet
Hey,
tonight.
you can't do anything. Who is he? President of the United States?
No, Vice President of Kirby and Company, Mr. Anthony Kirby Jr.
The boss's son?
Well, the boss's son, just like the movies.
That explains the new dress.
And not being home to dinner for 3 weeks.
Why, Sherlock Holmes.
Does that mean you're going to marry him?
Oh yes, of course, tonight. Meanwhile, I have to go up and put my wedding dress on.
Is he good looking?
Yes, in a word. Oh dear, what time is it?
I don't know. Does anybody know what time it is?
Mr. Pinna might know.
It was about 5 o'clock a couple hours ago.
Oh, I know better than to ask you people. Just let me know the minute he comes, please.
Of course, Alice.
Yes, but I know I mean the minute he comes.
Oh, I promised you.
Well, be sure.
Well, what do you think of that?
Well, she certainly seems happy.
I'll say so. She's got it bad.
If they get married, we can have it right here.
No, wait a minute, Penny. He's only called once for the girl.
Well, you only called for me once.
Young people are different nowadays.
Well, I don't know. Look at Ed and me. He came to dinner once and just stayed.
Anyhow, I think it's nice. Don't you, Grandpa?
Well, she seems to like him. So,
Maybe he's been the one taking her out all these nights. Oh, that must be him. Don't worry, Reba. I'll get it. Now, everybody, be nice.
all right, let's get a good look at him.
How do you do?
Welcome to our little home. I'm Alice. Oh, his mother, Penny. This is Alice's father. Alice's grandfather. Alice's sister Essie and her husband Ed Carmichael. Please give me your hat and make yourself right at home, Mr. Kirby.
You must be making a mistake.
How's that?
My card.
Your card. Wilbur C. Henderson, Internal Revenue Department.
That's right.
What can we do for you?
Well, doesn't Mr. Benoff live here?
Yes, sir, that's me.
Well, it seems, Mr. Benoff, the government likes to talk a little matter of income tax.
Income tax.
You mind sit down?
No, go right ahead.
Well, it seems, Mr. Benoff, we've written you many letters, have no reply.
Oh, well, so that's what those letters were about.
I told you they were from the government.
Well, it seems, Mr. Benoff, you have never paid an income tax.
That's true.
Why?
Well, I don't believe in it.
Well, don't you own property?
I do.
And you receive a yearly income from it
I do.
of $3,000 and $4,000.
About that.
You've been receiving it for years.
I have. 1901 if you need the exact date.
Well, the government only cares about 1914 on. That's when the income tax started.
Well,
It seems, Mr. Benoff, you have to pay 24 years of income tax.
Wait a minute. Sir, you can't go back that far. That's been outlawed.
What's your name?
Does it matter?
Have you filed income tax?
No.
What was your income last year?
About $25.80. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
If you please.
Mr. Henderson, may I ask you something?
Yes?
Suppose I pay you this income tax, and mind you, I don't say I'm going to pay it, but What would the government do with my money?
What do you mean?
Well, what's the government going to give me? If I go into a store and I buy something, I can see it. What's the government going to give me?
It gives you everything. It gives you protection
From what?
from foreigners or invasion or people that can't come to your stuff and steal them.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, they will pay income tax. I know they would. How would you be able to carry the military and the Navy? All those battleships?
The last time we used battleships was the Spanish-American War. And what did we get out of that? Oh, Cuba. And we gave that back. So I wouldn't mind paying for it if it were something sensible.
Sensible? What about Congress, the Supreme Court, and the President? We have to pay them, don't we?
Not with my money, no sir.
I'm not here to argue with you. I know you have to pay your income tax. Pay it right now.
You've got to show me.
We don't have to show you. Those buildings down in Washington, the interstate commerce, and the Constitution.
The Constitution? The Constitution was paid for long ago. And interstate commerce, what even is interstate commerce anyhow?
There's 48 states, if you can see. If there were interstate commerce, those states would make trades with each other.
Why not? They got fences?
No, they don't have fences. They have laws. My God, I never came across it before.
All right, well, the way you're describing it, I might pay about $75, but that's about all it's worth.
$75? You're paying every cent of it, like everybody else.
You know, SC, I'm gonna play some music.
And let me tell you something, all right? The government will hear about this. I hope you understand, and make sure you pay that, or you go to jail. You hear me?
Watch out for those snakes!
Ah!
Well, how was the music?
Fine, Ed.
How'd that sound to you folks?
I liked it.
Well, he was certainly mad.
No, it's not his fault. It's just that the whole thing is so silly.
He forgot his hat.
Say, what size is that hat?
7 1/8.
Just right for me.
Oh, this must be Mr. Kirby.
Better make sure this time, Penny.
I know.
Hope he's good looking.
How do you do?
Good evening.
Is this Mr. Anthony Kirby?
Yes.
Come right in. We've been awaiting you. I'm Penny, Alice's mother. This is Paul, Alice's father. Alice's grandfather. Her sister Essie and her husband Ed. I'm so happy you're here. Give me your hat and make yourself right at home.
Thank you. I hope I'm not keeping you all from dinner.
No. Have a tomato?
No, thank you.
How about this candy?
No thanks.
Oh, I almost forgot Mr. DePena. Mr. DePena, Mr. Kirby.
Oh, yes, how do you do?
How do you do?
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't I reading about your father in the newspaper? Did he get indicted or something?
Oh, no, hardly that. He just testified for the Securities Commission.
Ah,
Yes, Mr. DePena. I'm sure there was nothing crooked about it. Alice has told us often what a wonderful father you have.
Oh, I know Father couldn't get along without Alice. She knows more about the business than any of us.
Say, Mr. Kirby, you're awful young to be vice president of a big place like that, aren't you?
Well, Vice President, you know what that means. All I get is a desk with my name on it.
Well, don't you get any salary?
Oh, a little. More than I'm worth, I'm afraid.
Well, now you're just being modest.
It sounds kind of dull to me, Wall Street. Do you like it?
Well, the hours are short and I haven't been there very long.
Oh, just out of college, huh?
I knocked around for a bit, sort of had fun.
Oh. Do any traveling?
A little. And then went to Cambridge for a year.
Oh, England.
That's right.
Say, you ever see what an English commencement looks like?
Oh, they're very impressive.
They are, huh?
But now all the fun is over, I'm facing the world.
Well, you certainly got a great start. Vice president and the rich father.
Well, that's hardly my fault.
So now I suppose you're ready to settle down and get married.
Now, wait a minute, Penny. He's only called for the girl one.
Now, Paul, I'm not going to make his mind up for him, am I, Mr. Kirby?
Oh, no, that's quite all right, Mrs.
You see,
Mustn't rush them.
all I'm saying is he's bound to get married, and suppose the wrong girl gets him.
Well, here I am, a vision in blue. I see you have all had time to get acquainted.
We were having a great talk about love and marriage.
I'm so sorry. I came down as fast as I could.
Oh, no, I didn't mind in the least.
Damn, those flies in the kitchen. Miss Alice, you look beautiful. Where are you going?
I'm going out, Reba.
Stepping, huh?
That must be Miss Polkov.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse us.
Oh, Carla Fishka!
Yes, that's Kolenkov, all right.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Kolenkov.
Oh, say, Grandpa, I've just heard from my friend in Russia. The second 5-year plan is a failure.
I practiced today, Miss Kolenkov.
If you will excuse us. Oh, Miss Alice, I've not seen you look so magnificent before.
Thank you.
Mr. Kirby, this is Miss Kolenkov, Essie's dancing teacher. Mr. Kirby?
How do you do?
How do you do? Well, if you'll pardon us, we're going to the Monte Carlo Ballet tonight.
The Monte Carlo Ballet? It stinks.
Yes, well, good night, everybody.
Oh, good night. I'm so glad to have met you all.
Good night.
Good night.
The Monte Carlo Ballet?
Well, he's certainly a great man. And he had such nice manners. Did you notice his manners, Paul?
He was a nice fellow.
Yeah, I did, Penny.